So recently, I was looking at various pictures in a magazine as one of my hobby when I have nothing to do during my leisure time. And suddenly, there was a strange picture that caught my attention. It is actually a kind of structure with a unique and sophisticated style. It was different from all the ones I had seen, and I was amazed by its total beauty. Therefore, every detail of it and the beauty itself didn't vanish in my mind, and it kept lingering on my imagination. That is why I researched its full details to find out what kind of structure it is and who is the very talented and amazing architect behind this one-of-a-kind structure. And based on my research, this is an Olympic golden fish pavilion of Barcelona, Spain, made and designed by one of the world-famous architect, Frank Gehry. Who is Frank Gehry? He is a contemporary Canadian-American architect who has become famous for his unique and often controversial designs. It's not often the case that architects grow to become household names, but Frank Gehry has never lived by any common practice. The award-winning architect has spent more than a half-century disrupting the very meaning of design within architecture. From the iconic Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, which Philip Johnson called the greatest building of our time, to the Foundation Louis Vuitton in Paris, Gehry has proven time and again the force that's produced when whimsical design is done masterfully. Born in Canada in 1929, Gehry attended the University of Southern California and the Harvard Graduate School of Design. He began his career in Los Angeles working for Victor Gruen Associates and Peru, and after a brief stint in Paris working with Andre Remondet, he returned to California and started his own firm in 1962. Now, let us take a look in one of the famous and spectacular work of Frank Gehry, and this is the picture that has caught my attention a while ago. This is the Olympic Fish Pavilion, Barcelona, Spain. Frank Gehry and this giant goldfish has become one of the symbols of post-Olympic Barcelona and looks as if it is bobbing along on the waters of the Mediterranean. The sunlight is reflected in the scales of this sculpture that presides over the waterfront of the Olympic Marina and Barcelona's beaches. So in 1992, the pristine Olympic Barcelona was transforming its seafront, and a new Olympic Marina was taking shape, presided over by its twin towers. On one side stood the Maffer Tower. On the other was the Hotel Arts, and Frank Gehry placed his fish sculpture at the foot of the hotel. And the animal is 56 meters long and 35 meters high and seems to be longing to jump into the blue waters of the Mediterranean. The sculpture was made from intertwining gilded stainless steel strips supported by a metal structure. Its gentle, subtle form marked by its intense gold color. The interplay between the rays of the sun and the skin creates the impression of scales depending on the intensity of the light, and accentuates the organic form of this vast sculpture. The fish can be seen from Barceloneta Beach and the Olympic Marina and has become one of the city's best-loved iconic landmarks. Gehry was awarded the Pritzker Prize in 1989. His style is considered deconstructivist, a movement of postmodern architecture where elements of the design appear to be fragmented. His architecture is typically characterized by flowing lines and surfaces that vary from titanium cladding to metal blow by textural modular parts. And before I will end this video, I would also like to share some other famous works of my favorite architect in the world, and these are the following. First is Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, Walt Disney Concert Hall, and Dancing House and Kerry Residence. Next is Museum of Pop Culture and Louis Vuitton Foundation. And the next one is 8 Spruce, Vitra Design Museum, Weizmann Art Museum, Stata Center, Kerry Tower, Loyola Law School, Los Angeles, California, and many more. So that's it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.